when we get to that.
Hey, I'm so excited today. Finally, Donald Trump is back in office. As you guys know, I've been very public about him and supporting him for the last 4 years. Had him on our stages back in 2021, I think it was. He wasn't so popular then as he is today, and spoke at a couple of rallies, did one in Coachella and also did one in Madison Square Garden. I was so pleased to be a part of both of those. Unfortunately, Elena and I, we were invited to the inauguration and didn't go, canceled 3 days ago because I'm gonna go start this 30 cities in California in 30 days, 30 cities in 30 days to go activate the state of California to see if they want to get back on track and make California what it can be, mandate to that state to reclaim it, to get politicians, career politicians out of the way, get rid of the regulations, rebuild LA and Malibu in 18 months, and see if we can get the people there activated across the state, Republicans, Democrats, independents, to make that state what it can be. Just want to comment on some of the things that Donald Trump, President Trump, said in the inauguration speech. Sending troops to the southern border, fantastic idea. Let's get this going.
I will declare a national emergency at our southern border. And I will send troops to the southern border to repel the disastrous invasion of our country.
I am very pro-immigration, as many of you know if you've been following me. I believe in immigration. We should do it the legal way. We should invite 5 million people a year here that are able, qualified, intelligent, educated, and that have resources so they come to this great country and they aren't taking from the states and the federal government. They're actually contributing back to our country. So that process, sending troops to the southern border and tightening it down, is a state of emergency. Great idea. Deportation of the criminals.
All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came. Under the orders I signed today, we will also be designating the cartels as foreign terrorist organizations.
Get them out of here. If you're a criminal, you're violating, you came in here illegally, boom, go. Okay, that's brilliant. Okay, open up the gas and natural resources that we have in this great country so we're energy independent.
We have something that no other manufacturing nation will ever have, the largest amount of oil and gas of any country on earth, and we are going to use it. We will bring prices down, fill our strategic reserves up again, right to the top, and export American energy all over the world. We will be a rich nation again, and it is that liquid gold under our feet that will help to do it. With my actions today, we will end the Green New Deal and we will revoke the electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto industry and keeping my sacred pledge to our great American auto workers.
Fantastic, 100% for it. Including California, by the way. That's one of the problems in California is the overregulation in the state of California to drill. They have so many resources there that we should be tapping into across our country so that we don't have to depend on a desert that may not even be friendly to us in another part of the world. Doge.
The American dream will soon be back and thriving like never before to restore competence and effectiveness to our federal government. My administration will establish the brand new Department of Government Efficiency.
Department of Government Efficiency. Cut government jobs, get them out of DC, make them go back to work. This is common sense. Like if you're not going to show up for work, you know, through COVID, we never ever closed our offices. We were not irresponsible. We practiced the COVID protocols throughout the whole time, but we did not close our offices, and America can't be closed again. So those, 3 million people that are employed by the federal government, DC, go back to work or get cut. Let's see what else we got. I wrote down some notes. Acknowledge the Black and Latino communities.
To the Black and Hispanic communities, I want to thank you for the tremendous outpouring of love and trust that you have shown me with your vote. We set records, and I will not forget it. I've heard your voices in the campaign, and I look forward to working with you in the years to come. Today is Martin Luther King Day, and his honor, this will be a great honor, but in his honor, we will strive together to make his dream a reality. We will make his dream come true.
They've been left behind too long. 50% of my audience is Black and Latino. They need the opportunity to do business. I'm in real estate, where real estate is mostly controlled by white people. Like, let's bring people together to do business and make sure their voices are heard, that they're in the room, at the table, have the same opportunity. I'm gonna go to this, he didn't bring it up, but I know it's on his mind, this idea of accredited and non-accredited that has been with the SEC for years, saying if you make 200 grand a year, you're smart, or you're an accredited, but if you make less than that, you're non-accredited, you can't invest in some alternative investments that are good for you. Look, the non-accredited investor rule is racist. It is discriminatory at least, and worse, it is absolutely racist. That rule needs to be killed, and I'm gonna do my part to make sure I meet with the SEC and HUD and the Housing Department to get rid of that ruling, so that all people of all races, colors, creeds, and income abilities, if you make 80 grand a year, or 60 grand a year, or 30 grand a year, you should be able to invest in the same damn things that somebody that makes $2 million a year or 200 grand a year invest in. Getting rid of the weaponization of the judicial system.
The vicious, violent, and unfair weaponization of the Justice Department and our government will end.
Okay, and the overreach of the FBI. I've been personally victimized by these weaponization programs. About 4 years ago, when we started supporting Donald Trump, we found out that there had been an investigation because we did a privacy, the Freedom of Information Act, and found out there was an investigation in my companies. We didn't find this out until it was closed. And by the way, to close a case means they couldn't find anything. They can't close the case easily. Just so you guys know, they have a lot of people sign off on something to close it. If they're suspect of somebody doing something wrong, opening a case is very easy, and that needs to be changed. But closing a case, bro, you got to be clean as a whistle for them to close a case, because so many people have to sign off on it. The weaponization of the judicial system to interfere with politics, business, your family, your life, what they did to the J6ers, all that is terrible and needs to be cut out of our system. I think he's gonna release the papers on MLK, JFK, and Robert Kennedy's assassinations to show the American public just how weaponized those systems are. Taxing and tariffs on foreign countries, this is a fantastic idea.
I will immediately begin the overhaul of our trade system to protect American workers and families. Instead of taxing our citizens to enrich other countries, we will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens. For this purpose, we are establishing the External Revenue Service to collect all tariffs, duties, and revenues. It will be massive amounts of money pouring into our treasury, coming from foreign sources.
You guys that think it's going to inflate, or you've been told it's going to inflate your products and services, the only thing that causes inflation is printing money, taxing our people internally, and allowing other countries to do whatever the hell they want. We lose all our jobs. All our jobs end up going over there because they don't play fair while we're trying to play fair. So putting a tariff on a rubber duck that you used to be able to buy for $3 and they're making $2.30 on, they can do that over there because they have cheap labor. They don't they don't have any regulations on their environment or coal burning like we do. We can't even compete. So the thing to do is put a tariff on it, He'll use the tariff to exercise other negotiations and get what this country needs. So America's first, not 10th.
We will again build the strongest military the world has ever seen. We will measure our success not only by the battles we win, but also by the wars that we end, and perhaps most importantly, the wars we never get into. My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker and unifier. That's what I want to be, a peacemaker and a unifier.
Stay out of the wars that we don't belong in, which is most or all of them. We have spent trillions and trillions of dollars in other countries, 10 trillion in Afghanistan. We can't take care of North Carolina, Maui, and California, but we sent $10 trillion to a country with poppy fields. We got nothing for it. No, our kids aren't getting educated there. We don't get water supplies there. You can't put out fires there. We probably sent fire trucks to Afghanistan. We probably sent them to Ukraine. We just spent $300 billion in Ukraine, and you're telling me we can't take care of the people, FEMA can't take care of the people in North Carolina, Maui, and California. The cleanup in California alone is going to probably be $250 billion. It should be done in 18 months. First 90 days, we should clean up the locations under that, really. Clean it up, remove all the debris in 90 days. This would be my plan for California. Remove all the debris. While you're doing that, if you have a foundation that's still in place, you would immediately get permits to rebuild what you have plus 10%. And the foundation project would, if it started in place, you would get priority. And if you're rebuilding concrete, glass, and steel with irrigation, in-place irrigation, you would be approved in under 90 days, and you could have the city of LA rebuilt in 18 months. I know that's aggressive and that's very ambitious, but that's what should happen. LA should be rebuilt in 18 months, and then we need to go back and fix North Carolina and Maui. Donald Trump's the perfect guy to do this because he's a builder. And this thing that he said about putting the American flag on Mars, absolutely sensational.
We will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars, launching American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars.
I hope to hear what else he's going to do today. I think he's going to put Bitcoin on the reserve, have it part of our reserve. That would be fantastic to replace some of that dead gold, maybe a third of it with Bitcoin. That would be a fantastic idea. I know they're going to look at new ideas for the economy, for controlling inflation, for reducing taxes. Let's go. Let's go, Donald Trump. I'm pulling for you. All of you guys that voted for him and you're rocking MAGA and you've got behind him, good for you. You got a big win here. The rest of the country that maybe didn't support him or you're confused about him is a good dude. He wants the best for America. He wants the best for your families, regardless of how you voted, what you do, how you roll, where you go, who you sleep with. He don't care. He just wants to do business, and he wants America to do great business. He wants all of us to prosper. He loves people that win and work and sweat and hustle. He wants it to be a fair playing field for everybody. And I can just tell you from meeting the guy and spending time with him, he wants the best for your family too. If you like me and you support me and you believe in me, trust me, this guy wants what's best for your family. Now, he's not gonna just hand it to you. You gotta work for it. You gotta show up. You got to add value. He said this before, okay? If you're in a restaurant and you give him great service, he's going to tip you hard. If you give him bad service, he's not going to tip you at all. Very similar to another guy I know that's doing this video. So hope you got your way in this election. If not, 2028 is your next chance. Between now and then, for you guys that are Republicans and you want to get common sense back into your government, if you're a Democrat or independent, you want to get common sense back into your government, wherever you live, whether you're in California, Chicago, or you're in Miami, New York City, in 2 years, you could flip this whole country back another way, one way or the other. What's happening in California right now is a travesty, and I hope Trump goes back there in 2 weeks. I know I'm gonna be there the end of this week. We're gonna do 30 cities in 30 days. The website's 10xcalifornia.com, 10xcalifornia.com, 10xcalifornia.com. Register there because we're gonna do 30 cities, rallies in 30 days across the state to see if we can energize the state, activate the state to get common sense back in California. Maybe that's the slogan, common sense back in California. Rather than paying attention to field mice, we pay attention to the people that live there. Rather than spending $18 billion on homelessness and ending up with more homelessness, we spend the $18 billion on the people that have homes. Fix those homes, get them back in place, take care of the fires, provide irrigation to the people that live in that great state. Let's get America back on track. Let's start with California. Congratulations, Donald Trump, and a big shout out to his whole family. Man, dude, what you guys have been through, Donald, Eric, Ivanka, the whole family, Barron, Kaya, the whole family, your in-laws, what you guys have put up with for the last, 8 years, and still stuck together. Most families would have been torn apart going through half of what you guys have been through, and instead you guys stuck together, stayed together, and it paid off. God bless you, Trump family. God bless all the viewers here. By the way, if you like this, comment. You know it helps with the algo or whatever. And also in comments, if you're for this guy, put MAGA or 10X. And if you're against him, hey man, look, I'm not against you because you voted against him. I just want you guys to know that. I'm for all people that want to work, want to hustle, want to push, want to shove, want to persist, not quit. If you guys want to do well in life, man, I'm pulling for you. I want everybody to have everything I've had and 10 times that. God bless you, be great, and God bless America.